bottom there, you can see the gates open, and so the three will come up. They're going to come up twice, so you'll get a chance to see them. So Tiffany will be leading, and what's she called? Oh, thank you very much. Overture will be second, and little Petula, who's a 2-year-old and obviously much less experienced. So I've told the other two not to go too fast. It'll be a bit disheartening.
She might be quicker.
It's rather like you going for a jog with Usain Bolt, you know. They're pretty good. But, you know, it's like a club runner, and you think you can run a bit, and a club runner, he makes you look slow. And an Olympic runner, he's gone before you. You know, so it's roughly the same. So I'll give them. Very important thing. So I grabbed the thing, and of course it never went off. Hi there, Uno. They're in the ride. Could you tell them I'm ready? That's Tiffany, Overture and Petula. They're in the ride. Okay? If you could just walk over and tell them that we're ready. Well done. Thanks, Uno. It never went off. And when I came back, I'd taken the television zapper. I said, there, I told you it's fucking useless. But I'm getting better. And you trainers, you rely on one another to tell the truth and what's going to run where. And Goliath, who's this very, very good horse trained in France, he was going to run, and his trainer Francis Graffat, very decent fellow, and I said, you know, I shan't run if you run, and if Mr. Appleby ran his. So I said to both Mr. Appleby and, you know, if you don't run, give me a ring, otherwise I'll see you do. And both of them are very, very reliable. And Francis, the horse went lame that morning, and the vet was fiddling around, and of course German time is an hour ahead, and he just got it out in time, and I'd gone out exercise, so the phone rang and rang, and so poor Francis, I said I was about to guillotine you. I said they still have a guillotine in France, but there wasn't anything he could do. So Tiffany had come out, and so she'll now run at Ascot in the Fillies race there, where she's 40 to 1, isn't she? Something like that. Yeah. Sort of fifth favourite, something like that. Whether she'll go in very soft ground, I don't know. She's never seen it. But you know, she must go. And if she ran well, and if she was still in good form, there's a Group 1 in Germany. I think it's the 10th of November, which we won with Albanova, and we won it with Alpinista when she was 4. So she'd go there.
And tribute acts 2-year-old by Kingman as well, Cordelia.
And he's got that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And has that run yet? Or?
No, not far off.
Not far off. Well, this is the busy time when all those backward 2-year-olds all start to come, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the moment, we're the second leading trainer percentage-wise in Britain. And by the time I start running all those backward 2-year-olds, I'll go from 23% to 17%. You know, all of a sudden it all collapses. Yeah. But Mr. Appleby is the only one ahead of us at the moment. And as we were saying, somebody was asking about Alpinista, and She's got a Duke Bowie foal, and she's in the foal to study a man. But the sort of unusual and exciting thing is that Miss Rousing sells the week after next a full sister to Albanese. That's the first time a full sister to an Artwin has ever been sold. So it'll be fascinating to see what it makes. And she owns half, and Juddmonte, who owned Frankel, owned the other half. So it's what's called a fair divulsion. So it has to go through the ring as a gift, and then whoever buys it gets it.
When you have a certain horse sent to you, perhaps from somebody who's outside of that long-standing ownership record and understanding of how it works, do you find you have to sort of do a certain amount of massaging in terms of and education?
Well, you've got to educate them properly, and you need to educate them properly, because we all know little knowledge is a dangerous thing. You get them through that stage of thinking they know what they're talking about, and get them through to the fact that they do know what they're talking about, and then it all becomes fine. But it's that in-between stage, you know.
Yes.
My governor, Jack Moore, was a man of few words, and I was absolutely terrified of it, but I used to listen to him on the phone in the office, talking to other owners and things. One of his great remarks, I can't remember who the owner was, the other end, but he said to him, he said, "Oh, you're absolutely right." He said, "Any fool could train a racehorse. What you've got to bear in mind is that two wise men can't, so you better leave it to me." Most wonderful remark, isn't it? Yeah. I've never tried it myself. And his other one was to Lord Howard,
Even though he's second in class and running against high-grade horses, she's definitely taken her racing well tonight this season.
She's very straightforward, great still. We gave her 3 weeks the lad holding it, he can't see it's going to roll. I can't do it. And when I hadn't been here very long with Mr. Ward, he was in the office there, and I was leading a yearling along the bottom. It was about 19, and the window came up. Bitterly cold day it was. The window came up, and the voice said, "Take that horse in and take its temperature." So I took it in, took its temperature. Got temperature 104, which is quite high. And when he came out, he said, "What was the horse?" 104. So he said, "I can see more in the phone, on the phone, in the office, 75 yards than you can leading it. You've got a long, long way to go." Encouraging, wasn't it?
You're proud of you now?
Yes, I hope so.
The advent of all-weather racing makes life a lot easier with horses like Petula. If before we had all weather, you might have been tempted to push her and run
I think it's been enormously beneficial for horses, and all these classic winners have started on the all-weather, and there's no stigma to it now. But from the horse's point of view, I think it's wonderful. From the trainer's point of view, it's ghastly. We used to pack up in November the 5th, break all those yearlings in, nice bit of country sports or whatever you like doing, and then racing started again on the 25th of March. So it was a much more leisured life for trainers. And I think the jump trainers suffer a lot now by never having a close season. They used to have 2.5 months off. I turned the horses out. I think it was beneficial for everybody, and I think it was beneficial for the people following the sport. Flat racing started, there was a big excitement, about Lincoln meeting, and though, as you say, when I started, I famously drove Mr. Ward up to Lincoln for the first. They were still racing at Lincoln, and I was so excited. It was my first year here, and we got a runner, and anyway. And I drove Mr. War up, and he complained all the way about my driving. So you had to go through Stamford and all those places, Grantham. There was no A1, And he'd look at his watch, he'd say, "Are we going to get there?" So I passed a couple of cars, and he then stopped me. I said I wanted to get there. So whatever I did was wrong, and we got there. And I was thrilled. I jumped out of the car, and I'm just giving him, putting his Macintosh on. And another trainer, Jack Watts, pulled up beside him, and I was so thrilled. And they were both in their 50s, and I heard one say to the other, "How are you, Jack?" And the other one said, "Looking forward to November the 5th." And I was so excited, and they were looking to finish it, but I haven't got to that stage myself yet. A coursing dog who breaks off, he's chasing a hare, and then he breaks off because he's getting tired. He knows he's done wrong. They always come back to you looking sheepish. And if you've got a greyhound track, those dogs that won't chase, they always come. So they know, even though we've never been able to tell them, something in them. So perhaps you're right, and perhaps I'm wrong, but I feel some sign. Up there, which you'll probably see as you come through, is the skin of St. Simon. And he was the greatest racehorse in history, according to the Millennium poll. In the Millennium, the Blood Horse, which is an American magazine, had a competition, what was the greatest horse in all time. And everybody thought it'd be American Horse, Swaps, Man of War, one of those. And amazingly, the international panel, by miles, gave it to St. Simon. And that's his skin. And he was owned by the Duke of Portland. And 100 years before DNA, he kept as much of the horse as he could. So his skeleton is at the top of the stairs in the Natural History Museum now, and his skin is here, and you can see where Massachusetts University cut a bit off on the left to try and get his DNA to see why he was so good. There is not a horse, thoroughbred horse in the world that's not descended. He had a classic winner every single crop. His stud fee was 500 guineas, when the next most expensive horse in the world was 75. So he was 500. And they're all finished now, are they? Yes. Good, well done.
Look at her teeth.
It takes quite a bit of looking after, and what you'll find interesting is when they come out, we've got a change of rubber, and that's horse psychology again. When I built the pool, there was black rubber there, and they all used to swim the first day. They were quite afraid, and they scrambled out, and they used rather like that film you can see the whole wildebeest in possibly they all crash about. So they all used to be quite frightened and crash about. When I changed the colour, the horse swimming the first day, swims, he sees that change colour and he tries to stop. To stop, he puts his legs back, and then he walks in. So it completely did away with the arting cells coming out. Just one tiny little thing. You were saying that question. It's their mouth. So that's the swimming pool. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye, sir. Nice to see you. Can I give you that, Oscar? Otherwise I'll be putting it in my pocket. Bye-bye, sir. Nice to see you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Bye now. Thank you. Thank you very much. I got all the distances right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, madam. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Good. Thank you very much. Nice to see you.